Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I am gonna do something a little bit different. So last year I started a project pan for myself, which if you're not familiar with a project pan, it's just where you take products out of your collection. I put mine all in this little case here, and then I tried to use them up. I was really unsuccessful with that, just to be honest. Like, I panned very few products. I'm not reaching for the products that are in here. And one of the ladies that I like to watch here on YouTube is Kelly Gooch. I'll link her channel down below in case you want to check her out. But she does more of a, she does project panning stuff as well, but she does more of a shop my stash style of video. And I think for me, that might be a better fit. So I have this little room here where I keep all my makeup, and this is where I get ready every day. And I have all of my products either here on my desktop or in a little sort of shelving unit. And I'll show you that when we go to pick out the products that I'm gonna revolve through this year. So I think what I'm gonna do, most of my products I keep organized in this little holder here. And so I think what I'm gonna do is show you what I currently have in my project pan and on my desktop. And then I'm gonna take you guys and we're gonna go through my drawers, and sort of monthly I'm gonna try to cycle through those products a little bit. I think this might be better for me. I definitely have products in my collection that I'm just not using. I'm not cycling through things very well. Some of that is just that this last year I've purchased more makeup than I ever have before, no question. I love makeup. I love to purchase makeup, you guys know. And you know, having a YouTube channel this last year was a bit of an excuse for me to buy more than I normally would. So there's that. Okay, let's get through what I had in my project pan, go through these products kind of quickly. So I think all of these I'm just gonna put back or get rid of, because some of these need to just go in the garbage at this point. But so I had this primer from Hylamide. Hylamide is under the Decium umbrella and a sister brand to The Ordinary. So this is the HA Blur. This is very silicone-y, and I don't like how this feels on my skin. I'm gonna put this back in my collection. Again, it's very silicone-y feeling, and I prefer a primer that's more of a moisturizer than a silicone feeling product. So yeah, I'm not using this, so I'm gonna put that back. For foundation in here, I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I love this. I did use this a few times. It is what I am wearing today. I'm just gonna put it back in my collection. I really like that. I have this from e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. This for a lot of years was my favorite concealer. I've used up a whole tube of this even. For some reason, this is very drying for me now. I don't know if it's because my skin has changed or the formula has changed. I don't know, but when I wear this, it looks terrible under my eyes. So I'm gonna put it back in my collection for now, but it's probably a product I will get rid of at some point. I have a liquid blush from Rare Beauty. Love this. I have a bunch of these. I have this one in the full size, and then I have a whole bunch of minis, and I really enjoy that product. I have a liquid highlighter from Rare Beauty. Gonna put that back in my collection. I have a cream bronzer from Fenty. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in Butter Biscuit. I love this product. And I have used it quite a bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see the dip in it, but I'm gonna put it back in my collection for now because I recently got the cream bronzer from Rare Beauty, and it's new and I'm loving it, and that's the one I'm gonna pull out and keep up here on my desktop for my Shop My Stash product. I have this Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. I'm gonna put it back in my collection, but I think next month I will pull it back out because I'm almost through the Tarte Pore Minimizing Primer. So I wanna use that one up from Tarte, and then I'll probably work on this one a little bit because I think I only have those two in my collection. I have this quad from Tarte. I did get some use out of it. This blush shade is beautiful. I really like that. For now, I'm gonna put it back in my collection just to pull some new stuff out, but I did actually use that a little bit. And then I have this loose highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in Vegas. I think I used this once, to be honest. It's a gold highlighter and it's quite pretty and it looked nice and I can wear it. but for the everyday, for me, that's maybe a little bit more than I typically use. So I'm gonna put that back. I have this setting mist from Fenty. I'll keep it out here on my desktop, but you can see I maybe have one, maybe two more uses out of that. It was a product I did use up. And funny enough, when I first got this, I didn't enjoy it. And then as I've used this product, I've liked it more and more and would even repurchase. It's a beautifully hydrating setting mist. So yeah, you can see maybe one or two more uses of that. So I'm gonna keep that out. I have this mascara from Velour. This just needs to go in my empties. I've had it a long time. I did really enjoy it for my lower lashes. It's a tubing mascara, so it wasn't enough for me for my upper lashes, but I did use it up on my lower lashes, and I definitely used it. You know, use this product up. It's old, it needs to go. I have this Lash Primer. This is from Luna Magic. I'll keep it for now. I don't love it as much as my L'Oreal primer, so I will keep it. I'll put it back with my mascaras for now. I have this clear brow gel from ABH. I will keep that for now, back in my collection. This mascara from Marc Jacobs actually is quite nice. You probably can't get it anymore, but that's the wand on it. It's still good, and I still use it from time to time, so I'm just gonna put that back in my collection. And then from Benefit, I have one of their Goof Proof brow pencils. I have a couple of these actually. I just really prefer a micro pencil to a thicker brow pencil. So for now, I will put it back in my collection. And then the last thing that was in my project pan was this powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it's just their loose setting powder. It's in the shade Translucent. It's fine. I'm gonna put this back in my collection. It's not my favorite. I don't reach for it all the time. Okay, so there's the products that were in my project pan. Now the products that I have out here on my desktop are the ones that I reach for the most, and some of the new products in my collection. So for primers in here, I have a Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I'm gonna keep that out because I use this product every day. I have this product from Laura Geller, and it's the Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. I absolutely love this. I don't know if you guys can see how much of this I've used, but it's down to there. I love this product, but I'm gonna put it back in my collection and try to cycle through something else for now because this is pretty new to me, so I've got a long time to use this, 12 months. So again, I'm gonna put it back in my collection for now. And then I have this product from Tarte. It's the Timeless Smoothing Primer, and I have that much left. So I'm gonna keep that in here and just try to use it up because it's so close to being done. Also out on my desktop here, I have from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Eyes to Mesmerize. I'm gonna keep this out because I use it almost every day. Love that product. I have this new bronzing stick from Rare Beauty that I'm loving. So that's gonna be the bronzer that I keep out. New to my collection is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Brow Pomade. I'm gonna keep this one out too because it's new to me and I want to keep using it. This is the Kosas powder. This is their Cloud Set powder. I think I'm gonna put this one away and pull something else out because you can see how much of that I've used. And also I have this new one from Jouer, which I'm also gonna put away and grab something else because this is new to me. I do like it, but it is quite shimmery. It's quite shimmery. It's not, I was hoping this would be this very similar to the Kosas powder, and it just is not. So I'm gonna put that one away. And then I have this Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo. I'm gonna put that one away. I have used it quite a bit. For foundations out here, I have this one from The Ordinary. I'm keeping it out because I use it. It's my favorite. I use it all the time. But I also have this one from Fenty. I'm gonna swap this one out. I don't wear this one as often, but it is one of my favorites. So let's swap that one out. I have the Lancome Teint Idole Concealer that I actually wear this as a foundation. So I'll keep it out. And then for concealers, I have two that I wear all the time. One is from The Ordinary and one is from Clinique. I think I'll keep the Ordinary one out and grab another one to put in, but I use that one all the time. And then out here on my desktop is this new palette that I got from Fenty, and I love it. I'm gonna put it over on the side with my face palettes, but I am loving this. I reach for this all the time. I have a couple of cream cheek products out here. I'm gonna put this one away. This is from e.l.f. and it's the Putty Bronzer. I just don't reach for it a ton. You can see I have gone in, I have used it, but I'm enjoying that one from Rare Beauty, so that's the one I'm gonna keep out. I have this cream blush from Tarte that I do reach for quite a bit, but I'm gonna swap it out and try to get some use out of something else in one of my drawers in my collection. And I have this cream bronzer out. Again, this is from Tarte. I'm gonna swap it out, just try to get some use out of something else. I'm gonna keep this little mini sample blush from Laura Mercier because I reach for it all the time and it's so quick and easy and it's so tiny. It's just a little sample of that. This, of course, I'm gonna keep out. You guys know I love this Makeup by Mario highlighter. Oh my goodness, just my favorite. So I'll keep that out, but I am gonna grab another highlighter to have out here. This Tower 28 blush. I'm gonna keep it out and just try to scrape the last little bits of it because that product I think I'll be done with in the next day or two. So I'm gonna grab another cream blush, but I will keep that one out. And then I'm gonna swap out this one from Bare Minerals. This is the bronzer in Kiss of Pink. I've used this a ton, so I'm gonna put that in my collection and try to grab something that I haven't used maybe as much. I have this cream blush from Iconic London, really enjoying that, but let's add something else because I've used that quite a bit. This is from KVD and it's their contour, like their liquid contour product. I'm gonna put this in my collection because I'm gonna keep out the bronzer from Rare Beauty that I use. So let's put that one away. I have the Hollywood Flawless filter, but honestly, I'm gonna keep that out because I just reach for it all the time. I'm gonna put this Laura Mercier blush away because I just don't reach for it. It's just too deep of a color for me. So that's probably one I'm actually gonna pass on. It's the same as this little mini one, but the mini one I have in rose or rosé, and the full size I picked up in pomegranate, and it's just honestly, it's too deep a shade for me. Like on my very fair skin, it's just, it packs too much of a punch even when I try to blend it out. So we'll see, I might pass that one on. I'm gonna keep all the mascaras that I have on the go in here because again, these have all been opened. So of course my favorite is from Bite. I just wear that one every day. I have this mascara from Merit. It's really nice on my soft, subtle days. This is the L'Oreal primer that I reach for the most. This is the Maybelline Sky High. If you want length, this will definitely give that to you, but it doesn't give me the fullness that I want. So I'll keep it and use it from time to time. I actually have this one from e.l.f. It's the Big Mood mascara. They did send this, they sent it out. I'm just as like a promo thing, I think. It's my favorite e.l.f. mascara I've ever used. I don't like it better than the Bite Upswing, but I am getting some use out of that. I've got a mini of the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is really nice. I really like it. Not, again, better than the Bite. That's my favorite. I have this little mini of the Huda one where it's got the lengthening on one side and the volumizing on the other. I've used this a couple times actually. It's quite nice. I don't mind this at all. And it does give length and volume, but it's kind of that two-step, which not a big deal, but so keep that one. And then I actually have this one from Pat McGrath. Again, it's the mini. It's the Dark Star mascara. I have used it a couple of times and I don't love it, but you know, I'll keep it in there to use it up. And then this one's new to me. I got this in a BoxyCharm box and it's from Blink and it's the Ultra Volume Tubing Mascara. And I can get a nice effect with it, but I have to really build it over time. So it takes a bit. So I'm gonna keep all those mascaras in there. And then I have this bronzer from Glowish. It's really nice. It's pretty new to me. So I am gonna swap this out for, I've got a couple powdered bronzers that I know I really haven't even used. I have this Charlotte Tilbury Quad. I don't know, I'm undecided if I should try to add something. I should probably swap this out. Try to add something else to get a bit of use out of it, but we'll see. I've got this brow product from e.l.f. I am gonna swap this out because I've got one from from Patrick Ta. This has the 2 waxes, one in clear and one in a tinted version, and then 2 powder products. I really like this. This is really nice. But I've got a wax from Patrick Ta that I want to add in, and then I've got the pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I think I'll put this back in my collection for now. A product that always stays out here is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I use this as like the last step just to take down any shininess in my T-zone. So that stays out because I do reach for that all the time. And then I have this blush from Patrick Ta that I think I'm going to keep out because I have it sitting out here, but I haven't really used. Okay, so let's go into my collection and grab some products where I need to fill in the gaps. I've got a couple primers I want to put back. This one from Laura Geller and this one from Hylamide. So I keep all of my primers in here. And let's pull some things out so we can see all of this stuff. Maybe I'll pull back out this one from The Ordinary. I know I really do like this one. And then what else is in here that I need to kind of use up a little bit? Actually, I have 2 of these ones from Tarte, the Quench ones. So maybe I'll pull out this smaller one and try to get some use out of that. So let's do that. So that's probably good because that gives me the moisturizing primer that I like, as well as that Tarte one that is the pore filling. So we'll put all these ones back for now. Put that e.l.f. one in there too. Okay, and then next down here I have setting mists. I think I will put in this one from e.l.f. Actually, I feel like there's not much in there. I could probably get through that one. So I'm gonna add that one in. Okay, and then next down here is my foundations and sponges. So let's see, what should we grab out here? I think for concealers, I'm gonna grab out this one from e.l.f. It's quite a nice light concealer. So let's put that one out to use. And then let's add in this ColourPop foundation. I want to give it a couple more tries. I used it initially a few times, and I think even earlier this year I had it in my project pan, but I can't really remember my thoughts on it. So let's add that one in. Okay, let's grab out a cream blush and a powder blush. Let's grab out this one from Rare Beauty because I haven't used it in a while and I do really like this. I do really like that formula. So let's grab that one out. And then for a powder blush, oh yeah, let's do this one from Clinique because that's new to me and I've hardly even used it. Okay, and then let's put back the ones that I had sitting out here. Okay, for bronzers, I'm gonna grab out this one from Iconic London as my powder bronzer, and then I'm gonna keep out the Rare Beauty one as my cream bronzer. This one is new to me, but I've hardly even used it, so I need to give it a try. Okay, and then let's see, what else do we have in here? I think for my cream highlight, I'm gonna pull out this one from Merit. And then for my powder highlight, I'm gonna pull this one out from Becca because I haven't got a lot of use out of that. And let's put back some of this stuff that was. There, put that stuff back. Okay, for powders, I think for a loose powder, I'm going to pull out this one from Beauty Bakery because I have not got a ton of use out of that. For a shimmery one, I think I'm going to leave out that one from Jouer actually. And we'll put this Kosas one away for now and that giant ABH one. I'm going to put these mascaras in here just for now. Actually, I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave this one out here, I think. I don't have a lot of options for eyeshadows, so okay. Let's organize this here a little bit. So I've got all my mascaras in there. My brow products just sit out in there. And then my lip pencils are there. So let's see how we can organize this here. Okay, well, there's products that just wouldn't fit in there, but maybe as we use things up. Okay, well, there we go, you guys. There's my stuff pulled out to try to work on over the next month or so. So there you go, you guys. There's the products that I'm gonna keep in my shop, my stash. I will try to refresh this monthly. I think that's a realistic goal for myself. Just every month go through and try to rotate and add in some new products because I've got things that are sitting that I haven't used in a long time. I'm sure in 2022 I will also do some sort of a declutter as new products come in, and usually it's when I run out of space. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.